Hi guys, welcome to or welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. I just found a video on BitChute and it was going apeshit, so I downloaded it and then I deleted it on BitChute. Now I don't know what the date of it was, but we're going to do it anyway. And something else, our Angie has a Facebook page, where are we, for the things that she crochets and sells, called Early Bird Crochet, but it's got an E in it because that's her surname. So if you want to go, I pinned her comment on this video reacting to live Get Ready with me with chat, blah 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 blah. The one I said to Jed, she looks like a newborn. You know when some babies have been squeezed and squeezed and squeezed out and they have like that conical head? The way her hair is and her head, she looks like a newborn baby with a weird shaped head. But anyway, if any of you want to go and give Angie some love on her Early Bird Crochet Facebook page, that would be great. Right, oops, where's it gone? It's there. Do I press this one? I do. Shall we jump in?
I'm on live, but they will just leave it at my door, no worries. I just took a shower. I'm waiting for everybody to come back.
When is she ever doing anything different? Piling on makeup and listening to her neighbour.
Is anybody on? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Oh, somebody's on now and she looks away rather than talking to them.
My neighbor is talking to another neighbor about the exact same thing that she talked to me about days ago.
So?
About her jeans. So funny.
She's not saying the same thing to you over and over again, so what's your problem? She's telling someone else about it. And don't you talk about the same things and do the same things over and over and fucking over again.
Only 3 people on? What the heck? I'm losing my edge.
Maybe if you were nicer. Is it just me? I think her hair looks better like that, slicked back rather than poofed up all over the place. But then I like my hair flat to my head. My mum used to try and fucking do it with her curling tongs and I'd end up looking like a friggin' poodle. I hated it.
Hi again, Cole. So my neighbor's always showing everybody her plants. She has such a green thumb. She literally, she'll go dumpster diving and find stuff.
You find plants in dumpsters. Isn't it funny how in America it's a green thumb, but in the UK it's green fingers?
And find one little twig of a stem and turn it into this huge, lush bush. It's amazing.
I'm not laughing, you are. What was that?
Can you text it to me? Tell me what? I'm not going to have time. Hi Trish, I just texted you back. Oops, I forgot to send it. Okay. Okay. So I'm using the Kat Von D palette. Oh, I just wrote you back, Trish, and said, can you text it to me, whatever it is you need to say. Okay, and now I'm taking a little bit of the black. I'm just gonna Hi, Kay. Thank you. I actually just took a shower with only makeup on.
Happy birthday to you.
I'm gonna have to do the face again, but I didn't mess up the eyes. I had done a live before, and then I had to go to the bathroom twice. So now your name, Kay, is Kay Carter, Mature Woman Daily Dose. That's a mouthful. Okay, let me just see if these are ready.
Why does everybody have to name their channel what you think they should name it? Narcosaurus.
So, no, but on here it says Mature Woman Daily Dose. Trish.
You told her to text you.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm making a big deal about it. I know. Okay.
Yeah, watch it, Trish. She'll fall out with you soon, and then you won't be one of the in crowd.
Hair somewhere.
Just for a change.
Some minuscule Gucci hair. I haven't done my hair yet, as you can see. So I wonder why I feel like no one's on. Only 17 people? Am I losing my edge?
Maybe if you were nice.
Pom-Pom's doing great. The only problem is that now I have to actually feed her. Thank you. Thank you, Trish. I actually have to feed her, you know, separately, because Bella throws up from the wet dog food, and I'm trying out different dog foods. And then I also mix it with some egg. And now her stools, Bella, no, I can't just pick them up and throw them away. They are loose and gross. Okay, I'm going to do this.
So, yeah, another video with her shouting at Bella. There will never be one where she isn't shouting at Bella about something. So, you're pampering Pom-Pom with wet dog food and egg, but it makes Bella sick. So, what are you feeding Bella? Is Bella getting anything, or is she just being left with the dregs of what Pom-Pom doesn't eat now? And this won't last long because it's interfering with her time. She can't just pour a load of dry dog food in a bowl and leave it there all the time, or just top it up every so often. She has to actually make a point of feeding Pom-Pom. So I give up with this
Should
one.
I do the powder? Okay, first I'm going to do a Fit Me powder. If I can find the brush. Okay.
No one cares
Hi,
about
Donna.
your makeup.
Okay, so when my previous live,
Pardon me.
I was starting to talk about the Chris Watts case. Now, I'm not going to ever put this in the title because, frankly, I don't want to be investigated. Like, not that I'm anybody, but you know, they're looking everywhere, and I don't want to have anything to do with it. So that's why I wouldn't put it in the title.
So don't talk about it then.
Oh, my nose ring almost came out. So what we were talking about, I was saying that everyone's trying to put real, like, normal human normal emotions to this guy. And you can't, because he was obviously out of his mind. Probably still is out of his mind. Something snapped in him. Even though I do believe it was premeditated, I still think he wasn't in his right mind at the time. And I think now he is, I do believe he misses his family, because I think he thinks, well, what happened to me? Why did I do that? I don't think it was just to be with that woman. I think, and so I liken it to when I quit my job. I went
Really?
to my boss.
You're likening the fact that someone strangled their pregnant wife, shoved her in the back of the car in the footwell, put their 2 young daughters in the car with their dead mother, drove them out to an oil rig thing somewhere, and took their children and stuck them in an oil thing, I don't even know what that's called, and had to basically bang them through because their heads were too big for the hole, and dug a shallow grave and put his wife in it. You're likening that to you quitting your job. What the actual fuck? Sorry, I'm putting on some cuticle oil.
And I was like, I was like at my wit's end. And I said, I can't do this. I can't. It's too much for one person. I can't do it. And he was like, well, you knew what the job was when we hired you. And I said, no, not to this extent. I didn't know, you know. And I'm like, I'm going to have to give you my 2 weeks notice. And so he was like, all right. And then I like walked away. But when I went in there, I wasn't thinking, oh, I'm going to say this so that he will, you know, ask me to stay. What happened, I just went in and said what was on my mind. And
maybe if you hadn't balled yourself up so much in the interview and told him you could do everything while balancing plates on your nose, he wouldn't have given you the frigging job. You can talk the talk, laddie, but you can't walk the walk. Oh, I'm amazing. I can do this. I can do... No, you can't.
Then afterwards, I went in and I talked to him for like an hour and a half. And I was like, I don't want to quit. I want to make it work. Like I said, but I need help. I'm asking for help. And he's like, well, you know, we can't hire another person to do the job with you, because at every other place, there's 2 people doing that job. Impossible for one person at this place to do the job. I feel sorry. I feel sorry for whoever is going into that position. And the woman before me also, she quit and gave no notice. So I said, I don't. So he handed me a paper and said, you know, I need it formal. And I said, I don't quit. I love it here. I love the job. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. And I called somebody else that was the regional, and I said, you know, I can't do this all. And she said, well, I thought you quit. No, it's not on Thrive either. Everybody is trying to find a reason. Everybody is trying to logically make sense of it.
Because that's what your brain automatically does when something horrible happens, is try and make sense of it.
And there is no logic. It messed with his mind. It might have messed with other people's minds. People don't go around killing like that. I think he was this meek, subdued man his whole life. From his mother, who was in charge, and then his wife, who was in charge. And very weak, didn't have a personality. Like, weaker than we can even imagine.
Tell him to his face.
And
I dare
afraid.
ya.
No identity, right. No identity. And you know, he even said in this latest interview he hated doing the videos. And I kind of feel like I know how that feels like. I know Burke hates it, but he does it for me. I don't think the new girlfriend has anything to do with it. This is just my opinion, obviously. I think
she was with him that night.
I think it was planned to some extent in his head, but I do think that he didn't want to do it. Like, I think now he's like, what the hell did I just do? What did I do? And I don't think it's because he's sad. Oh, she's totally scum. I don't think he's sad because he's in jail and wishes that he hadn't done it so that he wouldn't be in jail. I think hi, Happy Plum. I think he truly misses them and thinks, what the hell did I just do? What did I do? What did I do?
Whatever way it happened, he still did it, didn't he?
I think maybe the girlfriend implanted a lot of ideas, because if he had no identity, then he took on whatever identity he was with. So when he was with Shanann, he was into Thrive and did what she did, you know, wanted to do. She wanted another baby. He just was a follower, a total follower, no mind of his own, no confidence. No.
What's she eating?
No, see, this is where it gets mixed up. She didn't. Oh, Nicole sent him the Metallica song? That's putting so much weight on the fact that these people were deep. I don't think she was deep enough to do that. First of all, he had a terrible marriage with Shanann.
How do you know?
She was fake on every social platform or every social video.
Isn't everybody?
Fake.
Isn't that what most influencers are? Oh, I've got a perfect life and I've got a perfect husband and my children's shit don't stink and we've got 3 holidays a year in the Bahamas and everything's just tickety-boo. Doesn't everybody that is selling a lifestyle lying? You lie. Your BFF who does no wrong, Lisa, lies through her teeth. It's all smoke and mirrors, Lardass, we know.
Portrayed a perfect marriage. Sorry.
I'm eating. Are they donuts? They look like donuts. Little baby donuts. I want some baby donuts.
I can't say whether I like her or not. I don't know her. I didn't know her. I just watched her after she was dead.
Oh,
but she was phony.
Did you have to put it? I just watched her after she was dead. Cold. So cold, Lourdes.
And fake. Because behind the scenes, there was horror going on in her life. And she was with a man that she didn't respect.
How do you know?
Everybody's calling him a narcissist. She was strong and a leader and got shit done, yes. But she was fake on her Facebook. She made her life also seem perfect.
So, how else was she supposed to sell Thrive then? My life's shit. I fucking hate my husband. He's an arse. The kids never shut up. I wish I'd never got married. Oh, but here, take this. It makes everything perfect. She'd never sell anything, would she, if that's what she was going to do?
And yes, like many YouTubers do. I mean, I know a couple that does that is very fake, that portrays a perfect marriage, a perfect life. You see what they want you to see. And everyone does that not only on Facebook, but on YouTube. I don't do that. I think that's why people say you're the only real person. Like, and people think I'm crazy. I mean,
because you are.
Her life was essentially until the last month. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that. That's too simplistic to think that just the last month. This was starting way before. He was beaten down by her because of the difference in personalities. They did not belong together.
But that doesn't give him an out to murder them all, does it? Lots of people are in marriages they wish they weren't in. You know what you do? DIVORCE. Out the door you walk.
I don't know if he was always had narcissistic personality disorder. We don't know if he, narcissists can be cruel. And I don't know if he was cruel.
Can be. There's no can be. Just look in the mirror, laddie. You'll see all the things narcissists can be.
Cruel during the whole thing. We don't know. Just because he said he never had an affair, we don't know. You don't know that their marriage was good up until the last month. You don't know if she was a good mother. You don't know anything you don't know anything really about whatever, unless I show you. Even people in real life, who really knows someone? I'll tell you why. Yes, you're going off friends interviews and this and that, but I'll tell you, who really knows someone? Do you really know someone? I thought I knew my ex-husband. The day before we separated, our money was our money. He had seen me giving birth. I mean, I had a C-section, but I mean, we were as intimate as you can be. We had a child together. We owned a house together. And then the day that we separated, it was war. It was like, I didn't know him. He wasn't my husband anymore.
I would love to hear Gungor's side of that, wouldn't you?
It did start probably really full force when he met this other woman. The fact that he was open to meeting this other woman who was so different from his wife.
How was she so different?
I think 8 years of being beaten down by his wife, belittled.
Everyone's saying he's a narcissist. If he was a narcissist, he'd be the one beating somebody down and belittling them. It wouldn't be the other way round.
You can only be belittled if you allow yourself to be belittled. You can only be spoken down to if you allow yourself to be spoken down to.
That's not true, Lardy. Narcissists worm their way in, being nice and love bombing and everything's wonderful, and once they've got a ring on your finger or they're living in your house, that's when they become complete twats, and you can't leave because everything's joint or everything's theirs and you don't have anything and you've got nowhere to go. Don't talk through your ass about stuff that you've got no fucking clue about.
He allowed all that to happen. He married. I don't think the girlfriend tried to become everything he was or wanted to get him. I know all that, my Sharon, but I think people are who they are. You know, here's the thing, and I'm learning this. So this guy that I'm sort of, whatever you want to call it, I was talking to him a while ago and I said something like, why don't you say this to me? Why don't you say that? You know, why don't you say, I don't remember, I didn't say, why don't you say why am I, you know, you're beautiful.
Yeah,
you
did
say that. But I asked him why something, why he didn't do something, say something. And he's like, and he just said, that's not me. That's not me. And at the time I didn't get it. I was like, well, you should. And now I realize, wow, that's not him. He didn't say, I don't do that. I can't do that. I don't say that. He said, that's not me. Stop. And it goes along. Oh, I saw that too, Trish, that he couldn't be himself. But he didn't know who he was. He did not know who he was. Like, who knows what would have happened? He'd gotten divorced and gone with this woman. I don't think he thought that hard. Stop! I think he was able to somehow disassociate himself when he killed the kids. He probably rationalized it at the time that they'll be better off dead because they don't have a mother now and all this. That's how he rationalized it. Let me tell you something also. The investigators are able to disassociate their emotions when they're interviewing him. That's why they're able to be nice and kid around and talk to him, because they're trying to get something from him. They're trying to find out things. They have to disassociate their emotions. The same with doctors. You learn how to do your job.
Can you move back over there, please? I'm going to have to make this smaller, aren't I? Because my head will be in the way otherwise.
Job without the emotional attachment. Now, not everyone can do this. Obviously, you know. I have a mouse bag back there. I have to return something.
There's a surprise. How do I make it smaller on here?
At 45 minutes of driving, I don't know that he had a plan to kill the kids. Right. My Sharon. I think...
If he didn't intend to do that, why did he take them in the car with their deceased mother? Why didn't he leave them sleeping at home where they were?
When he... Hey, no, look. I think that when he first strangled Shanann, even though it was premeditated, see, that's the tricky part. I think he was probably just like, fuck you, like, just stop. Like, he was like in a blind rage. Thank you. But the premeditated part, I don't know. The doll that was covered, I don't know if that was... I don't think he was smart enough to surreptitiously do that with the doll.
I don't know what she's talking about, but I don't think he was clever enough. Really. Says you, who couldn't keep a job.
I don't know. The whole thing, that's why it's boggling everybody.
In my opinion, he should have got the death penalty. He shouldn't be sat there in a luxurious fucking cell with pictures of his children on the wall that he reads bedtime stories to. No. You gave up that right when you shoved them in that oil tank.
Something in the frontal lobe. Well, the evidence shows that, like, he had called the kid, he didn't have the backpacks ready, but that could be because he was yesing his wife to death. It takes several minutes, but no. Blind rage, which you probably don't know. I don't even know. I think can last a long time. I think he was choking her.
You think?
Although there was no fighting back. I think as he was choking her, he still was out of his mind. Quiet! And didn't realize for all that time. And then even, I think it was a long, I don't know about the doll. That could be grasping at straws.
Can somebody tell me the story about the doll? This was that long ago, and it wasn't in our news. It was an American thing, and I only picked up bits here and there, but I don't know what she's going on about.
Maybe the kids put the maybe the sheet was just... I know I'm only going by, like, a lot of people who have preconceived wrong notions about me, and I know the real answer. So someone will say, let's say about my GoFundMe, whatever, she got the car back. See, they don't know a part of it. They don't know. So yes, to somebody it looks a certain way. Maybe the sheet was just thrown over. Maybe not. My point, but I do. It's not that I feel sorry for him. There's a part of me No, I think he killed her first. I think the way that it went down was how he said. I think he killed her, dragged her body down in front of the kids. I don't think he could make that up. Nobody led him to say that. They led him to say, yes, I'm playing devil's advocate. No, they led him to say that Shanann was doing it because he wasn't smart enough. He wasn't a smart, and I'm not talking about book smart or anything. He can't even form a sentence. Neither can Nicole. Like sometimes I can't listen to them because they can't form sentences.
Says she.
But to be devil's advocate, I think at this point now, like I think he drove there. He's just like, I'm going to get rid of the body. Like maybe he thought he would kill her. I don't know. This is what I do think. I do think that afterwards, that his ultimate plan was that they were supposed to dissolve and disappear and make it look like she left him. And the neighbor being so quick at seeing that she wasn't answering.
It wasn't a neighbour, it was her best friend.
Answering her phone screwed that whole plan up. He would have worked as normal. That would have been his alibi. I know you guys are probably seeing orbs, but it's really just dust. So I do think it was premeditated. Yes, I do. But I don't think he was in his right mind, even in the premeditation part of it. And I think what he was going to do is act like they had just disappeared and left because they were going to be getting a divorce. And the bodies would have dissolved in the oil. And he probably would have gotten away with it. Had the timing.
See how cool she is talking about that. Not an ounce of fucking emotion. Talking about two baby girls dissolving in oil.
Been on his side, which it wasn't. And I don't think he was in his right mind. Yeah. To do that. I think the part of me that feels sorry for him is that I don't think he led a life of being a bad person or a crime. I don't think he was like a boiling pot, raging, waiting for that. I don't think he snapped until he snapped. And I don't think the snapping was the moment. I think there were two snappings. The one that he killed when he killed. Wish that camera had also, didn't they do DNA tests of the back seat of the car? Wouldn't it have shown if it smelled because Shanann had like defecated? Wouldn't it have shown that? Didn't they do that? Maybe they're hiding things from us because they want...
I'm sorry, if you've got two small girls, there's going to be poo or pee on the back seat at some point, because little ones have accidents. So how would that prove anything? Oh, it smells of poo in here. She must have defecated. The fuck?
I don't know. The whole thing is bizarre. And if Shanann had not been on Facebook with those doing, the lives and such, we probably never would have heard about this case. That's the other thing. We never would have, he could have still maybe killed her and the kids. We never would have heard, because there are murders all the time. And then putting them in the different oil tanks. I bet he did think, okay, when he heard the first girl go down and it wasn't that full, he probably thought the other one was fuller.
The fuck?
And it's so sad.
How can you say that with a straight fucking face about little tiddlies? This, people, is what a narcissist looks like. Not an ounce of fucking emotion about them poor babies.
Seeing her walk into the house, walking to her death. Who is in their right mind when they do something like kill? Who is in their right mind? And they had sex. But sex is sex. Sex is nothing. The AT&T guy, I think I told you that, not AT&T, the Apple guy that helped me with my phone, met his wife at a strip club. She was a stripper. They have an open marriage. And it works because, first of all, I can't imagine having sex with the same person for the rest of my life. That she was trying to save her marriage. She was a total innocent because she was what she was when he met her. She was that strong person, which is probably what attracted him, because I think she was very much like his mother as far as like controlling the relationship. You never get my notice. You have to click on the little bell. Because, look, there's only 120 people on. Normally I get more, so I don't know what's going on. Oh, I don't know. It's weird. Wait, I was going to say something about the sex part. That's nothing. She was trying to save her marriage, yes. But for him, sex, you know, it was like, I know, because he's very handsome, right? The monster is very handsome. Maybe I should just wear my hair like this. It has nothing in it. It's kind of cute, right? It didn't do anything.
It was fine before you started faffing with it.
I would never be interested. Like, why? I don't know. These people are lonely and sad. I won't put it in the title because I don't want to be associated with the case at all. And I'm sure the investigators have looked at every single person that wrote that is like critiquing this whole thing. I don't want, I'm even afraid just talking about it, to be honest. There's a lot of, come here, everybody wants to see you. Now, this is what's important.
No, everybody doesn't.
See how good you look.
Who asked? No one.
Eat the baby goo. What's on your nose? Come here. Come here. Hey, Mommy. Why don't we take it off? It was a crumb. I washed her face, and she gets fed by me. Baby goo! What? She's so... Her...
Look at that dog's face. She wants to be anywhere but there with you. And I feed her, so you fucking should. You should have been doing that all along. And you only took her to the vet when I said her nose was a disgrace and posted pictures on the Gossip Bakery. Then all of a sudden you were deeply distressed about her grey nose.
Her nose is still a little grey. We want the black nose back. But her lips are... Let me see your lips. Oh, her lips are back to black. I love you so much. I love you so much. Where's your baby go?
Yeah, until she gets doofus and then she won't want to know about you, Pom Pom. Just like Bella.
Could happen to any of us, yes. You know, the narcissistic thing, people call me a narcissist. It's like a new word, along with bullying,
It's not a
troll,
new word.
minion.
The new word is haters. I've got haters. That's the new thing. Narcissism's been around since the year dot, love.
And narcissist. These are all like internet words that are very, very popularly, this is such the wrong English sentence, popularly used. She's a narcissist. Narcissist, and narcissist doesn't mean just thinking of yourself. It's a psychological, yeah, people throw it around like, okay, I'm on here. Does that make me a narcissist? It's my channel. It's my show.
No.
I have a show. What
What you do makes you a narcissist. Calling it your show proves you're a narcissist.
show. I sometimes think about that. I have a show. Like, if I wanted to be famous, there was an orb. If I wanted to be famous and be on TV, I couldn't do it, right? I'm not like that. I'm not in Hollywood, but I have my own show. We have our own show, and it's called The Lori Show. It's called The Lori and Pom Pom Langa Baby Goo. She's falling asleep. And then remember I told you guys that my best friend Amy, we used to have this, we'd sit at the piano and we'd play Heart and Soul and we'd go, "This is the Lori and Amy show."
It had to be Laurie first, didn't it?
And then we'd stop playing and I'd turn around and I go, "I'm Lori." And she'd turn around and go, "And I'm Amy." Narcissistic personality disorder. I don't know. I don't know if he had that. Has he been psychologically tested? I don't know. He's crazy. So nerdy. It was so nerdy. And then every picture of me and Amy in the 70s are like this.
Every picture of me and Amy.
Amy is actually I found her on Facebook, and she looks so old you guys would die. She's 6 months younger than me.
And that made you so happy, didn't it, going to find her? Because she doesn't talk to you and seeing that she looks older, so now you feel better.
And
But you're not a narc.
she looks like she's 80. She never did anything. She's like very earthy, crunchy. That's her look. She was not a pretty girl at all. First of all, when I met her, she was fat. Very fat little girl. And got made fun of. And I was a very thin, petite little girl. It never bothered me. I never looked at her. Nothing. It was, I never cared. We were best friends for so long. Then she lost a ton of weight and started running, and she got really thin. And I got fat. She's thin now. She's very thin. But she had a really big nose. I'm talking about her looks, okay? So she had really thick hair. Thick, so thick that it was unmanageable. And a cowlick, and so thick, long hair that the ponytail was like that thick. Big nose, really like a Karl Malden nose. Not attractive. She wasn't beautiful.
Amy, aren't you glad you're not her friend anymore?
She wasn't even pretty. her husband's actually handsome. So, you know, I say this with, this is obviously my opinion, but it was the majority opinion. She just wasn't, not everybody is attractive. Not saying that people who aren't attractive don't, other people don't find attractive. Like, there was this woman at my pool club, she had one of those strawberry birthmarks on the entire side of her face. Listen to this. Huge, big red, all on her lips, so that they were double the size.
And your point is, she was born with that. It's not a lot she can do about it. She can't take it off and put it in a jar at night.
It was hard to look at sometimes.
Why?
It made you so uncomfortable.
Why?
And she was married with kids.
Look at her. She's totally fucking bamboozled. Because, get this, laddie, she was a nice fucking woman. You can be as pretty as you like, but if you're evil on the inside, it shows through.
To a good-looking guy who was able to somehow see past that.
Somehow.
And fell in love with her.
I keep thinking the next video can't be any worse than the one I've already done. And here she goes and tops it again. Her husband managed to see past that god-awful birthmark and marry her and sleep with her, and she had children. How does that happen? Oh, God, you're vile.
He obviously found the beauty in her. I actually found beauty in her. I got to be friendly with her. And she was a beautiful person, and it wasn't fake. It wasn't like she was desperate for, you know, friends because of this big thing. I'm just going to contour a little bit here. Now, what am I contouring with? Yes, but you have to get past the look first. He probably...
No, you have to. That's how you and Lisa rank people, by their looks. If they're thin and pretty, you want to be friends with them. Otherwise, they may as well just keep on walking because you don't want to know. That's really sad. Really fucking sad.
Probably started out, this is my theory, that friends with her. No, it's not. It's from the Kat Von D palette. This gray color that's very similar to that Chanel that everyone went crazy for. Because it really does do a better contour. So I'm thinking, this is my theory. I made this all up in my head. They met in college and he got to be friends with her and then fell in love with her. So anyways, my friend Amy, I showed Burke a picture. I said, this is Amy. This is my friend from growing up. How old do you think she looks? And he's like 80. And she's 6 months younger than me. I cannot believe.
Oh, but you can't believe that other people's husbands look at you and say you look 80. But it's okay for your son to look at your friend and say she's 80. That happened. Did it? Really? Or are you just saying that? Because you don't believe us. Why should we believe you?
Believe how old she looks. A lot of it is because she has gray, she let her hair go all gray, and it's that coarse, thick hair, and she doesn't wear a stitch of makeup.
So?
I wish I could show you guys. You know what, do I need to put that, should I put that blonde stuff in? The fanciful, and we can take a look. The only thing I don't like about it, it does make your hair really white, but then I can't get it smooth. Well, the fact is, you're going to look older when you have gray hair. It's just a fact. You look older. But who cares, right? But all silver ages your face. It makes you look older. Glitter on your eyes might make you look older. I say, who the hell cares? Things are going to make you look older. Oh, it looks like the, exactly. So, you know, I want to be gray, but it will make me look older. Maybe because of your hairstyle or something. Your hair looks more like white to me, and your hair is very long. Yeah, you look very young. Anyway, she looks really old. It's the texture of her hair. No, you can't have these. Hold on, I'm going to spray so that we can see live change in the color. Yeah, my heart's young too. Yeah, white. Anyways, she's salt and peppery gray. She's not white gray. She's like, I don't like it. Hang on. Oh. Am I ever going to go out today? I have stuff to do. Am I just going to lay around like a slug? Oh, such a slug. Okay. All right. I hope you guys didn't just see, I'm wearing a nightgown with no underwear and a bra. I really hope you didn't just see.
If we did, there'd be none of us here when you came back.
Did I expose myself, you guys? Thank God.
So you're telling me you sleep with no knickers on? At any point in the night you could kick the bedclothes off. Your son could walk past and see something that he never wants to see. And he would then have to boil his eyes. Who would do that? Jed used to sleep in the nude until we had Kaylee, and then he started wearing pyjamas. You do that when you have children. You protect your children. I'd never wear a nightdress and no knickers in bed just in case Travis walked in.
The whole place is...
And he'd have to come through a door and I'd hear him. Your son, he wouldn't make any noise walking over to your bed and seeing what he never wants to see.
Mess right now.
You're a mess.
Should we do that inner highlight of the purple? Anyways, the whole thing with Chris Watts is so sad. I feel bad for everybody. I feel bad for everyone. Except for Nicole. I don't feel bad for her at all. I don't know why. She just is gross. Well, no. I take that back. I do feel bad because her life is ruined. Whether she was involved or not. Whether she knew he was married or not. There are plenty of women that go out with married men. To me, I never blame those women. I personally would not want to be. Second, I personally don't need sex that bad that I would need it from someone that goes home and spends all the thing.
Wasn't your friend married?
All time with his family, but I never ever blame the woman because it's not up to her. It's not up to the woman to morally not be with a married man. It's up to the husband. This is the reason why, like, everyone's so mad at Chloe, because all she's doing is blaming the friend instead of the guy. Okay. Woo! It's dripping. It's dripping.
You poured loads
so you
in, that's on. Why.
Woo! It said wear gloves. So what do? I don't wear gloves. What's gonna happen? Nothing. Oh my god, I'll be so afraid. I'll be so afraid. Be afraid, be afraid. It's kind of like a little bit of a lavender-ish color. Oh, Happy Plum Mum. I can't remember your name. Sorry. I knew it for a while, but you need this. It's either Natalie or Rebecca, which look like the same name in my head.
How?
Lindsay. That too. Lindsay and Rebecca and Natalie in my head look like the same name. It's by Rue. It's the old-fashioned stuff, Fancy Full, Sally Beauty Supply. And this color is called Ultra White Mink.
What does it do?
Ooh, I bet it looks fantastic. Oh, this did get a little on my face.
Are we near an hour? I need a wee.
Yes, you do. You absolutely need that. This will... You guys watch it change the color.
I can't wait 10 minutes. Sorry. Hang on. Let's pause this. I'll be back in a sec. And I'm back. Where are we?
You have to shake it.
You didn't shake it though.
It's only like, it's so cheap too. Oh, under $10.
What does it do?
But I don't like how it makes my hair feel. It doesn't style as well. And you're supposed to comb it through, saturate every hair. I mean, I have like 3 hairs, so it's saturated, baby. It is saturated. Look at all the things like soaking wet. But maybe you can start to see
what?
And it rinses out. You guys want me to blow dry my hair?
Why do we care? I've got a lightning bleach kit thing there, and every day I'm like, today's the day. Today's not the day. Today's the day that I tried to make a cup of coffee and knocked the tub onto the floor and spilt all my coffee all over the place. So I don't think today's the day for me to try and dye my hair. I'll probably all fall out. Not that it bothered me, but... Where are we? 51. 9 minutes, because I'm going to half this.
It's supposed to, but no, it makes it...
What's...
a little... For me, it doesn't smooth it. It says, instantly enriches white hair and adds shine. I don't get shine. Easy to use, no mixing, lasts until next shampoo. No ammonia, no peroxide, no damage.
So what does it do then?
Keeps color looking its best between color treatments. Color is instantaneously and non-damaging. Adding styling lotion allows for coloring and styling in one easy step. I like my hair like this. I think if I was thinner.
I think your hair looks good like that, Lardy, and you know I don't give you compliments. I could probably cope with that thing if it was in a spray bottle. How does it lighten your hair then if there's no stuff in it? What does it do? Explain! I don't get it. Mind you, I don't have a Sally, so I can't get it anyway.
It would be good, but not like this.
Yeah, but you don't go around like that, do you?
I'm like a pinhead.
You do not have a tiny head. Everyone that you've ever had a picture taken with, their head's about this big, and there's you at the side of them. You have a huge head, and Lisa says she has a big head, and even her head looks small next to yours. Tiny head, my eyeball.
No, April. Yeah, it doesn't lighten it, it makes it whiter.
So
Wendy.
What's that then if it's
April,
not lighting in it?
I'm going to call it, I know your name isn't April, begins with a J. April Bendy Casey. She's just amazing. Amazing. Excuse me. You guys. Happy Plum Mom, Lindsay, don't you dare cut your hair into a pixie. Are you crazy? If you have nice long hair, you're crazy to cut it into a pixie. No, keep it 22 inches. That is amazing. Do you guys want me to blow dry my hair on TV? On TV right now? Bra length is good. That's a good idea, Life and Hair. Try a pixie wig. Okay, blow dry. Hold on.
You were going to do it anyway. You didn't need them to say yes, they wanted you to do it. I keep asking, Madam, can I just cut the bottom off of hers and stick it onto mine? She's got her dad's side of the family hair, and it's really thick and really long. It's past her bum now, and it's starting to go into ringlets again like when she was little. It looks ever so cute. Because she's stuck. Because she's got autism, don't you know? Ladies have long hair. End of sentence. So she let me cut it once because she was getting too hot and bothered with it to her shoulder. And I keep saying, you know when you need it cut again? Yeah, I'll tell you. She'll be treading on it and she still won't let me cut it.
Please hold. Ow, ow, ow.
Shut up. Whiny ass. Where are they? 54 and she's gone for a hairdryer. I'm going to call it here and then do the rest of it in one sitting. That makes sense, doesn't it? Because she's not here to argue with me. If you got this far with me, thank you very much, and I'll catch you in the next one.